Are people overreacting to this win over the Bears? I mean, after all, it was the Bears.
Well, I mean, I was on KMBR today with Greg Papa joking, they're back. But I mean,
Okay.
come on. I mean, now, the big question coming out of yesterday is that question. Was yesterday about the Niners or was yesterday about the Bears?
Yeah.
All I will say is I think the defense was about the Niners. Why? Because I saw the Bears run for 5 yards a carry in a couple games in the lead up to this. And the Niners bottled up the run big time. I thought their defensive effort was really, really strong. They were flying around. Hufanga gives them another defender in the box who knows how to play run defense. That's helped. I thought Campbell had his best game. I thought Mooney had his best game in a long time, long time. Mustafa, Gross Matos, D. Winters was flying, Sam Aquinu, Evan Anderson. I mean, they had some guys playing up front. So I think defensively, I want to give the Niners credit where credit's due. As far as defensively, offensively, this Bears team, they didn't have a lot. I mean, they didn't show a lot. They didn't look like a lot to me. Montez, I'll give the tackles credit. Jalen Moore and McKivitz shut down Montez Sweat and Darrell Taylor. The Bears had 3 hits on the quarterback all day. Mm-hmm. So I mean, and
Jalen Moore,
DJ
who the
Edwards
hell are you?
Blitz. What's that?
Jalen Moore, who the hell are you?
Jalen Moore, who knew? Who knew? Jalen Moore, yeah.
He's been here forever. I love how the Niners have these guys that are just chilling on the bench for like a presidential term. And then they get on the field and it's like, oh, you're good. You can start. That's like Juwan Jennings is one of those guys. I love it.
Yeah, and Jalen Moore is definitely one of those guys.
Yeah.
Like Jalen Moore, I'll tell you too, it's like the locker room can be, different areas, different moods and different vibes. Man, you go over to Jalen Moore, he's got a smile on his face. He's, eating a sandwich. He's just happy.
No one's ever trying to talk to him. He's hanging out. But now that's all about to be different.
I mean, he's just chilling. I've interviewed him a couple times. He's just the happiest guy there is. I mean, he's a good football player. I thought Ben Barch, he went out in this game, but I thought Barch looked like, he looks like a player, That's
the thing with Barch, though. He's gotten injured.
Yeah. But it makes me wonder, though, if they wanted to move on from Brendel, how would Barch do as a center? Because he played center. So
I liked him. He just have to stay healthy.
Yeah. He's kind of high cut. He got rolled up on from behind on a run block.
Didn't he have like a dislocated knee in the past? He's had some lower leg, some issues with his legs. If I'm wrong.
He's kind of long. He's kind of long cut. He's kind of a tall center. But no, I mean, Moore's played well. Barch has played well. So I would say defensively, that was a great effort, and I liked what I saw. They made Caleb, who at times looks really good. I mean, I think it's really clear when the Niners shut down the run, they're a world's better, and they don't shut down the run much, but they shut down the Bears run. And every single time they got to third down, whether it was Malik Collins or Yatir Gross-Matos, Leonard Floyd, somebody stepped up and made an impact play and got him on the ground on third down. So 7 sacks. I mean, I got to think a few of them were on him since he came in with 49.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. The only thing about the defense is in the second half, they gave up the touchdown drive in the first series. Then freaking Caleb Williams fumbles, and then they have a touchdown drive in their next series. So it's possible that the Niners were just kind of in like not a prevent defense, but a softer zone because they're up by like 30 or 24 or whatever. And I mean, really, Caleb Williams was just throwing like little 7-yard outs the whole game. He never really threw a pass that really threatened the 49ers. So in that sense, they did a really good job. I'm curious to see what they'll do against, obviously, Stafford and Goff, what they can do against more playoff caliber opponents. But like you said, those defensive linemen really stepped up, from Gross-Matos to Floyd to Collins. They hadn't done anything like that all year. To do that without Bosa, that's a big deal. I still think, though, that like anything the Niners did yesterday was going to work. The Bears, let's talk about the Bears for like 60 seconds. Damn. That's all I have to say.
They have talent. They're hurt. DJ Moore, that wasn't the DJ Moore that the rest of the league saw this year. He was totally hurt.
That first half was some of the worst football I've ever seen from an NFL team.
Yeah, they had
Across the
4
board.
yards. They were terrible. They were absolutely terrible. I'll say
Yeah.
the other thing that stood out in this game, the Niners got their explosives going, and the defense just gave none. I mean, the Bears had one double-digit run. They had a 10-yard run from Caleb. That was their longest run. They did not have a 20-yard pass play. They had a 17, a 14, and a 14. But other than that, I mean, it was hardly any explosives for the Bears, and the Niners had a bunch.